Welcome to NRP On Demand. During the Gilded Age, the farmers were not really able to take advantage of the standard of living, and part of this has to do with the macroeconomic idea of supply and demand. During this era, new technologies were introduced like the steel plow and the mechanized reaper and a few others. Plus, the railroads expanding into the West opened up new farm territories. So the farmers of this era were producing an abundance of cash crops. The problem is that they're increasing the supply, but even though there was these new cities and urban markets that were growing, the demand stayed relatively constant. And if you remember your economics, when you increase supply and demand stays relatively stable, that actually lowers the price that the farmers can get for their crops. And when the farmers got less for their crops, they began not to be able to pay their bills. They couldn't pay off their loans, which they had gotten more land or to get a farm. They couldn't pay off their mortgages. Sometimes they couldn't pay their taxes. And it really causes a problem based on supply and demand. Individual farmers would respond to this by planting more crops. Makes a whole lot of sense. By planting more crops, they assumed that they could sell more, they would be able to purchase more. The problem with that is when the majority of farmers start planting more crops, that increases the amount of crops available. They've increased supply again. Demand stays the same. This drives the prices down even further. This is going to lead to the first collective efforts, which are called the Grange.
Thank you for joining us with this NRP On Demand broadcast. For more information on the National Reconstitution Project, our mission, or the projects, please visit our website listed below.